Okay, ladies and gentlemen, back again. Hell of a show we got planned today. We got Diesel Riggs in the house. He's really on one today. And we got On, 6-0 fighter, who's going to be fighting on Contender Series this season. But this show is brought to you by PrizePicks, the easiest app. Go to the App Store, download it, pick more or less on your favorite NFL, NHL, NBA, UFC fighters. Pick more or less on takedowns, more or less on punches, more or less on fight time. Deposit $100 and they'll give you $100 free. And that's code Timbo. Even if you're betting a few bucks here and there, it makes it a good time watching sports. That's PrizePicks, code Timbo. Okay, let's grab ourselves a refreshment of your choice here. Get that posture up so we're not sagging. And let's get started here. We got some random fella send in Joe's wife wiener pics?
No.
Or the size?
Well, he mentioned it. So yesterday was my daughter's 8th grade graduation, like the ceremony thing, and my daughter's name is spelled Jadin. So somebody, because we took my daughter's phone away from her 2 months ago for a couple months. So Jaden was giving her friends Lisa's number so she could use it. And last night, someone text Lisa from a number that was unknown. It said, I go to Jaden's school, and just pretty much dirty shit. He was just saying some nasty stuff.
Like what kind of stuff?
That he wanted to do stuff to my wife, but he was talking about his dick being 6 inches. Like that was kind of.
And he knew he was talking to Lisa.
Yeah. He wasn't saying. I mean, and I know it's like I was grilling my daughter trying to find out if she knew who it was. I know.
Where did the text go to? It went
to
Lisa's
phone.
And she told you, said, "Hey, Joe's got this guy here."
Yeah, and I didn't know. I mean, regardless, if I find her, because I'm having a bunch of people look, I gave them the number and they're trying to find things out. If it's, I know I'm 90% sure it's someone that's at her school. A kid
like
in
an
grade.
8th grader.
Yeah,
and does it sound like an 8th grader?
Yeah. I mean, but I mean, I'm gonna pummel his father either way. His dad will take that one.
Take the beat for that one. Okay, well, it looks like me and Joe here, we might be into the house flipping business.
Damn right.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
What if me and you have to? Well, I get a little nervous about that.
I can tell. A little reluctant.
When you walk in here with your full teal outfit on, I know you mean business.
Okay, I'll put a tie over this thing too. If Lisa knows it's a good occasion, she'll put nice clothes out.
Is she's the one who does it?
I don't dress myself at all. I used to think she tried to help me, but I think she tries to ruin me.
No, it looks good. You look 15 years younger.
I feel 15 years younger. Looking and feeling is two different things. I know I feel like shit.
And so you've been shopping a lot on the TikTok shop.
I have. I really
and the
have.
TikTok shop, do they have hot buys or is it expensive shit? Because you got those shoes
all
there.
Cheap shit. Like honestly, you saw it, right? You saw the shoe. They're you wear them like socks, man. You just toss them in the trash when you're done. They're like $5. They feel comfortable.
I've been watching this Ashley Madison show. You know what Ashley Madison is? It's a website where you go to you cheat on your wife.
A show?
Or you cheat on your husband. No, it's a website.
Oh.
And they got hacked. They had 30 million users at one point.
Oh, they were ousted, huh?
30 million, and someone hacked all the people who signed up for that site, all the people's names, their addresses, and there's like these big there's this religious guys that were on the site.
Oh, they dropped the names. They told everybody?
Yep.
Wow.
There was a YouTuber that was very famous that was on there, and crazy site, dude. This story.
Really?
And they're interviewing some of the people who got outed, and they're explaining just like.
Okay, so they're actually trying to explain themselves away. Are they all married?
Yeah, and they're just like, oh, I don't know why the fuck. Yeah, they're just fucking horned up, and you understand. It's like, okay. Yeah, I mean, you gotta watch the show. You'll love these guys fucking trying to explain themselves and why they're on there.
Honestly, if you got caught, on a site like that, and then like if somebody tries to interview about it, in your mind you're like, oh, I'm gonna make them all understand.
I'm gonna make it
then
right.
you get in front. Oh God,
they look so bad. Well, you know the sad thing is too, this old fart, nice guy. His wife loved him. Said they were super in love for many years, and everything was just always good. And he got caught. he got caught, and he was a part of one of the like leaders of, I think, a church type thing,
really?
to where they look up to him, and he's the guy to look up to, and his name was on there. She came home to him, and he gassed himself in his rig.
Are you funky? He killed him? No
in the
kidding.
Garage.
That happens when with facing the music is harder than fucking killing yourself. You know,
shame.
That would he's sitting.
What's some of your worst shame you've ever?
Oh God, fucking the shame on me is just stained.
My God, that could be the name of your book.
Shame. Oh my, you redheaded motherfucker.
Just jokes.
I get embarrassed. I have shame on me when I jerk off. That's for the love of God. You know when you're done, you just sit there and just fuck, man. What am I doing with myself?
Dude, if you don't do it, what are you doing? You're fucking walking around the grocery store just fucking humping your hips at every pair of tits you see.
Have you ever, when you flip the old dong up on the waistband, hide it?
Yeah.
And then, because then you got a bad boy just stick it up there for a long time, and you jump up, you put your hams in there, and your dong's showing.
Yeah,
it's happened to me three times.
Oh.
Yeah, his dick's sticking. Oh yeah.
Why does it look like that?
Yeah. Oh, it brings it back to the dancing, the dive down. God, that's
why is it so crooked?
I broke it. That's a good thing. What would you do if you were caught with that?
Well, Joe's one of those guys who experienced a penile fracture back in the day.
Not back in the day.
Is it back 100%?
She'll never be back 100%. She well, you know what? I take that back. It's so I broke it. It got caught in the tailbone, but it broke. But it's
and you're just so fucking horny. You're just trying to be a hero, go all the way out, all the way.
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
And then
trying
you
to be
catch it.
I was trying to be a maverick, fucking pulling it out and then catch the tailbone and then snap it right in half. And then it's like a windsock. The whole shaft is rigid, and then it's got like a flopping tip because it was like probably 3/4 of it was just flaccid, and the other part.
And when you go to the doc, what do they do? Just give you pain pills or put
no?
you in a
You go
brace?
in there, and I know what they're doing. A new person's coming in, like act like they want someone's opinion. They're laughing at me.
And especially if there's a line and there's people and you're trying to whisper what's going on.
Yeah, they came in there with fucking I forget the gauge of the needles, and then shoved it in the fucking jammed it in the old shaft and drained it because it wasn't getting better by itself. But God, that hurt. But she did heal, but she's it's bent for her pleasure, so that's one good thing. But she's not too
mad at it.
It's not. It doesn't look too aesthetically pleasing, but it gets the job done. You crooked cock motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck. I was listening to this podcast. They talk about literally the happiness in your life. 90% of it comes from the choice of mate you have.
No shit.
Choice of
90%.
partner you have and how much you get along with them, how real you can be with them, how good of a friend they are. When things aren't good at home with your significant other, it just affects everything.
Oh, for sure. Actually, yeah, that's not a crazy number for sure. I mean, if anything, like when shit was going as bad with you and Mariah, nothing's really going right, I mean,
you just don't feel good.
No. And then one thing I've been noticing with my wife is people. I would rather be told that I'm respected, that I'm needed, than I'm told I'm loved. I mean, but that's how most men are.
You want to feel needed
and respected. My wife has to show me respect, and like some fucking barnacle on the couch.
I mean, you see some wives and the way they treat these husbands. I've been watching this show called The Keeping Up with the Quints, and like the couple's the nicest couple, but the way the wife treats the husband just like a bitch. Just treats him like a bitch.
That's with cameras there. If cameras are gone, he's no, but she's taking a fucking beating. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that show you were saying, the Milf Manor?
Yeah.
Lee said she saw it. She's
she was disgusted.
Something about the boys go and look at the moms or something like that. But there's different dynamics. Sometimes it's the mothers and the fathers, right?
Well, yeah. There's only two seasons and there's different dynamics.
But I don't know. I think fucking she's sitting on her high horse. Like, I mean, I think it'd be fun. That'd be fun to watch.
Well, yeah. That's what you watch those shows for, is to judge people.
Exactly. I mean, 1,000-pound sisters only go so far.
But those girls,
I do enjoy it. It only stops when the fucking season's over. Actually, I'll watch.
They got a good sense of humor, don't they?
They do that one with the fucking beluga whale forehead. Oh, I love that.
Well, she slimmed down.
I did. I seen that. But you know what? It's when the fat people lose weight, they're not as funny. That's it.
Well, I stopped watching that show. I loved that show, but I'm like, dude, this is just gonna be sad.
It is, yeah.
Tammy's gonna die, and everyone's gonna be sad. It's gonna end bad. I'm gonna stop watching now and detach myself from Tammy.
Would it have broken you down at the height of your love? Watching Tammy, no.
But now Tammy's slimmed up, fucking eating good. You know what my favorite episode in one of those shows was when she finds the boyfriend who's
the foodie.
No, a feeder.
Yeah, the feeder. Yeah, fucking that motherfucker. And you get a glimpse of him. He's a fucking 6'3" string bean.
Well, they
probably a horse cock on him though.
Oh, 100%.
To be able to penetrate that bowl.
5 gallons of ice cream,
God.
full pack of Oreos, blended with milk, and he blends it in this huge blender and puts it in her mouth. And
he's thrusting while he's doing it.
She can't even move, and she's sucking this milkshake.
I wonder what the fuck created a kink like that. Like, what the fuck happened to you, fucking...
Like, maybe when you were a kid, you just...
Something.
So hungry for food, or...
Yeah. I mean, usually kinks like that come with some sort of trauma, you know, or something uncomfortable or bad in your life. I wonder what the fuck would create that. Just, I mean, because I did a deep dive, not a deep dive, but they roll fuck him. They won't even put in the till, just grab a roll on the side and just start pounding on it.
Really?
I swear.
Just fuck the cracks?
Yeah. Well,
hey, could we get do you think, I'm going to give Ryan Allen a call here. Do you think we could possibly find an extra pair of headphones just for Joe for this phone call?
I didn't know it was one hit. Is that why the music wasn't playing?
You wondered that.
Yeah, you pack it up right away. I love that music. I'm waiting for it, and he's talking. I'm like, fuck's going on?
I remember about 8 years ago, I really fucking was into V-necks. No, and I love that you're still wearing them because they look great.
Do you put your own clothes out? You fucking cock. Do you put your own clothes out?
Yeah, I mean, I had Mariah dress me one time. I looked like just a hick from the hills of Montana.
What you wore to Ben's wedding, I love that.
Oh yeah,
that was but that's your style, man. You like that little 70s little stick with.
Yeah, I do like that.
That's good. My style is what I'm told to wear.
Really?
It is. It doesn't matter how much money I have. I'll shop at fucking Kohl's, TJ Maxx, Ross forever. Swear to God. That's I will not. But where do you shop? Where do you get your clothes at?
I kind of bounce around. I mean, I like to just wear blank shorts, and then if I'm supporting Sugar's company or mine or my buddy Jax's, try to just wear that stuff. I don't know.
That's it.
But here we got some more stuff here. Yeah, no, this guy was talking about. This guy was like almost a billionaire, and he just talked about how buying shit literally brings you barely any happiness. It brings you a little sense of peace and less stress, but the friendships you have, those people that you really trust truly, the good friends you have, and then the relationship with your wife, and then the relationship with the people around you, the relationship with your family, those are the most important part, no matter how much money you have. He was talking about this, and it was really good. This was another interesting one when this guy talks about having a wife.
Everybody should look for in a partner is psychological stability. The best way to gauge it is after you've had a disagreement or an emotional perturbation of some kind, how long does it take for them to get back to baseline? Just get back to normal. If it takes them a day and a half, that's not someone that's not particularly psychologically stable, because things are going to continue to happen. You can't stop the psychological perversions coming in. You can just deal with them more quickly. But you're late for a flight or something like that, and that's the rest of the holiday completely wrecked because this person simply can't get over it. That is going to be a very difficult relationship, and it's very poorly predictive of relationship satisfaction. So psychological stability is not only something that you should select in other people, but it's something that you should aim to cultivate in yourself.
That's a good one. That's a good one. When you have a little dust, maybe a little dust up with Lisa, are you very stubborn, or is she very? Are you okay about just taking a breather and coming back and be like, you know what, I was wrong? Oh
yeah, for sure. It's if we get in any kind of an argument, it's really important that we make up or hash it out before we go to sleep or whatever. Being like what he was saying, like imagine if it was the last few days of a vacation you were on and a little, like a dust up made your partner so angry it ruined the trip. That'd be fun. I mean,
well, especially with you.
Fuck yeah. I mean, that's just being. I mean, if they're like that, they're victims with everything in their life.
Yeah, and it takes you 2 days. And like, how about you and your relationship, Garrett? Will you sit there stewing like a redhead and just fucking wait till Cheyenne says sorry?
Yeah. I mean, it's a mix, right? I feel like you kind of have to balance out the morality with like kind of putting your foot down when shit gets haywire. I've heard you give me some advice in Abu Dhabi a long time ago where it was like, you can't put up with shit, but you also have to like keep a strong moral. You also have to like really be conscious of what you're saying to your partner.
Like not letting them get away with just being a bitch.
Yeah.
Just be like, go be
Pretty
a bitch
much.
in that room and then come out when you're done.
Yeah.
Sure.
100%. Yeah. Putting your foot down, but again, still being aware of enough of like how you're speaking to them and what you're doing. Cause I feel like everything's a reflection, right? Every relationship you have is a reflection.
I mean, and just understanding them and loving them, and just like Joe said, having respect for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking for ways you can agree and looking for ways you can be, what's the word for it?
Useful.
No, where you can just kind of, I don't know, whatever. What about you? You ever had a girlfriend?
He's got big plans
I had like
tomorrow.
2.
Do you really?
I had 2, yeah.
Long ones?
Yeah, I think the first one was for like 4 years, and the second one was like 2 years.
And then with the 4-year ones, what went south?
Impotent.
I think when Andrew Tate started popping up, he was talking about like threesomes and shit, and then he's like, if you're a high value man, you're able to have threesomes. I was like,
That's the thing.
Did you bring that to her?
I was like, babe, I'm a high value man.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
That's the thing, bro. These young bucks, before they have even a relationship that they trust on, and they hear the top G say that, and it's like, bro, that is not right.
No,
for everybody.
man. Especially, yeah, I mean, because there's a path you have to walk to get to a certain place. But how long did it take you to tell did you tell both these women that you love them?
Yeah, I did.
How long did it take you for both?
I think I'm not like
First bust. I love you.
You're not getting out of this. You got to say it now.
I don't know. I'm not too deep on it.
Ballpark.
Probably 10 days.
Yeah, probably like around there.
He's young.
Yeah, we'll do. How long? How about you, Tim? How long will it take you to tell Mariah?
I think probably a good 4 months.
See, that's. I mean, it gets like as long as it took me 3 years. That's a bit unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's. Yeah. I mean, of course.
It was hard for me with Mariah because I'm like, this girl is so perfect. I love her a lot, but I'm not ready to be done with puss. So I would always be like, hey, if we break up, like, there's a good chance we're getting back together. Like, you're really awesome. I just wish we'd have met
Did you
a
do
little
that
later
a lot?
in my life.
You did that to her? You said that to her before?
Yeah. Yeah. But then we ended up never breaking up. So
Oh, yeah.
felt good. So when you brought this threesome to this girl, she was just, it felt like a slap in the face, or maybe she felt very insecure from that, and then it ended shortly after that.
Yeah, so I think at first when I brought it up, it was like she just felt kind of insecure, and then I tried to like logically broke it down to her.
Did she
Like
like
Andrew?
women?
Yeah.
Did she like women? Like, was she bisexual?
I don't know, but I was trying to force her.
Yeah, he was savage.
Were you like
That's
saying
good.
the same things Andrew said?
Yeah,
You were
basically.
going-
But not being able to buy everything for her.
That's crazy.
So I was watching his course, and he's like, see, woman.
Did you pay for it?
No, I looked it up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, women are not logical like men. Like as men, we can just sit down and just break it down to where it makes sense. But he's like, what woman? You gotta cheat on her first, and then you tell her the truth, and then she'll get over it.
Oh, that's terrible advice. God
damn.
He's telling that shit to kids, young guys.
Yeah.
So well, he took it to the bank.
Straight to
I
the
want
moment.
puss. Yeah, that's fine. He had to get you all charged up to get you to
He
say that.
literally watched it in his room, went out in the kitchen, say, babe,
With a hard root. Hey, oh fuck
it's
it.
time for me to start fucking some.
Is that what ended it? Was that what it was?
So I think so, cause like I remember her friend came back from the military, and her and her friend took a trip to Mexico. We stayed at this Airbnb, and it was only like it was one room with 2 beds. So we were just like, dude, she just trying to. I can just tell she was trying to fuck, you know?
Your girlfriend's friend?
Yeah, her friend was trying to fuck.
Oh.
You could feel she was horny for you.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, so
For sure.
you guys were all in the same bed.
So she
That's like Schmitty. Schmitty, if one girl says hi to Schmitty, he'll say that.
He's
For
one of the- oh
He's
my
wanting
God.
to fuck.
Fuck it. He's looking at me with
And then
fuck me in the eyes.
did you start trying to creep over to that other bed, or?
Oh, so this is what happened.
They're in the same.
So
They're in the same bed. Is that what you said?
yeah, so we were partying, right? And then I kind of like passed out. I just slept a little bit, and then I woke up and the music stopped, and I went into the room and they were both laying in the same bed together. So I was like, I was gonna go in the middle, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna go on my girl's side.
Yeah,
That's probably a good idea. Just slide in the middle, butt ass naked. Oh my god, dude!
Little half stock.
did it end good, or is that's how it ended?
So look, I went on my girl's side, and then the other girl woke up, and she started like trying to make out with my girl, and I'm like,
it's time.
playing with her butt cheeks over here. My girl just kept kind of like pushing her out.
Really?
And she just kind of finally stopped.
Fucking, she could have been raped at that point. That could have been bad.
Oh,
you know, fucking, it sounds like that girl was a danger, getting all pumped up like that. She was being that aggressive with her.
Yeah.
And she was pushing her. She was still trying to kiss her when she was pushing her.
Yeah.
oh God, that was getting you revved up.
Yeah, I was fucking
The abuse.
up, buddy.
So and after that, it was done.
Yeah, after that, we just kind of gave up. And no, she like woke up, right? And then she tried to go over to my side, which is where the restroom is, but she was acting like she couldn't see the door. I was like, in my head, I was like, if I help her, she's gonna give me some head. But I was like, no, I probably shouldn't do it, you know. And I went to bed.
Yeah, that's probably a smart move. Let's give my call to my buddy Ryan Allen here. He's been sending me a lot of texts, and we'll cover some of these texts he's been sending here. Hey, brother.
I saw your video on Sean Strickland and Paulo Costa. I think people are underestimating Costa, like you're saying, though I favor Sean.
I mean, well, Sean Strickland, he fights all day, and Paulo Costa has all that muscle. He's very explosive. He needs to be smart with his energy in that 5 rounds. Would you agree?
Yeah, I definitely say so.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching the video, but we'll talk about some of your texts here, and then we'll go off of them. So you said Colby fell off after Leon beat him.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that whole comment about the dad really kind of didn't sit well with a ton of different people. And like, I just feel like personally, when you talk about like families and personal lives of fighters, you know, it's honestly just something you don't need to do. You know what I mean? It's a low-hanging fruit.
I think it brings some bad juju, but it does make people want to watch you. I would never want to do it, talk about the families and get that dark, but Colby's made a lot more money than if he would have stayed quiet.
Yeah, I completely agree. But Colby is not really a fan favorite right now.
Yeah, you're right. But let's talk about this. You said on Saturday, I saw a few people getting blazed at ADCC when I got there. What was your thoughts on that?
Just jiu-jitsu guys doing jiu-jitsu things. I saw Andy Varela. You know Andy Varela?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I used to train with him a little bit back when I lived in Vegas, and I think I said what's up to him at the ADCC in August. He smelled a lot like marijuana, and you know who else actually kind of smelled like weed was Jared Cannonier, but like, you know, I mean, no, I'm not trying to be mean.
No. What's your thoughts on it? Do you think it's bad, or do you think it can have some benefits?
Oh, well, I think...
Let's be honest here. You're not going to hurt our feelings.
No, like, so some people can be disciplined, I guess, with the way that they use marijuana, and I guess people like Mike Tyson who have had a lot of brain damage, it could benefit them. And then there's also like certain conditions that people have that like marijuana, I guess, can help. But like, then you got like, I think you said something along the lines of Schmitty has had a lot of drug problems recently.
Yes.
Has he?
Well, if me and you were ever in a safe place where we had plenty of time, you didn't have to drive, would you be interested in trying a little bit of the herb?
No, personally not, because I feel like I feel a lot cleaner without any drugs.
Yeah. I mean, that's understandable. That's okay. Okay, how about this text here? John is ducking Tom Aspinall. You said Tom, like Izzy when PETA finds him. What's that mean?
Okay. Well, the Izzy thing was, I guess, kind of low-hanging fruit, but, you know, I love my dog. I love dogs in general. I think dogs are great, and I just think the Adesanya dog behavior was just personally really bad. But
well, I think he just ate out of his mouth, right?
What?
He that's all the dog did was eat out of Izzy's mouth. Is that correct?
Riggs.
No, he did a video where he he jerked his dog off and then he posted that.
He didn't.
And
I
then,
don't know if that's true there. That might be a little far fetched.
Repeat that.
Ryan. He didn't jerk.
Like video where he was diggling his dog's wiener.
But that's not jerking him off.
Hold on.
I mean,
It's pretty inappropriate.
So
and then he also
was it several times up and down with the dog? How can you even fucking?
yeah, we might have to see that video. I haven't seen that video, Ryan, of him having a. Because I don't know that I feel like that would have went a lot more viral if that's what he's doing. But if you, I mean, he was flicking it. I mean, it is. Was he
being a sadist, or was he trying to cause harm?
Well, obviously on video.
It's not even just that. It was also just like, he has like a weird kink for dogs. Like, for instance, he put out a tweet that said something along the lines of, "If my dog could speak, the things that it would say that I did do it."
My dog has seen me jerk off, and it is. If it could speak, it would say that. Maybe he's saying that.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be.
Kind of weird behavior. I don't personally like it. And then Tom Aspinall, I think, rightfully should fight Jon Jones, and it's kind of bogus that that personally, I think Tom hasn't had the right to unify his belt against Jon Jones being the interim champion and all. Like, he's just coming off that win over Sergey Pavlovich, and it's like you're giving Jon Jones a fight against Stipe, or I don't think that personally really makes sense because Stipe hasn't fought for over 3 years.
Yeah, but I mean, combined, I think Jon Jones has, something like 12 or 14 belts. Stipe has 6 belts. Real UFC championship belts. I mean, I think that says something. Yeah. I think skill-wise, we've talked about it before. I think Stipe's got the best skills to possibly beat Jon Jones, but I think athletic-wise, Tom Aspinall definitely has a chance. But how about this one here, Ryan? ADCC, you texted me, is the home of steroids. Not gonna lie, I agree with you.
Yeah, well, they don't even test. I mean, Mo Jackson, who runs it, doesn't even really test at that tournament. And I feel like Cade, Ty, Roberto, and maybe a few other athletes in that are clean. But, like, generally, a lot of the people who have competed in that for years have always been on steroids. And, like, personally, I just think it's cheating. I guess if it's not illegal in jiu-jitsu, then I guess it's okay. But, like, I think jiu-jitsu would be a little bit better off if, steroids weren't such a big of a problem as they are, because the IBJJF doesn't even test anymore either.
Yeah, do they not test adult black belt males anymore?
Nope, no,
even
not at all.
Gold medalists?
Here.
Did they release that and say that?
Yeah, that was like summer of last year, I believe.
Dude, that's crazy. Well, they probably, because some of their biggest stars got busted for steroids and got banned, and they're probably like, well, hey, we need these guys competing at these events and all their students. But the thing about ADCC, it doesn't seem like the guys that are doing the steroids, I mean, at the trials at least, the guys that were winning the trials weren't really steroided guys. There were some guys at that tournament that were jacked and juiced up, but none of them were in the finals.
I think DeAndre Corbey's clean. And he won the trials recently in the 65 kilograms, was it?
Yes, and I think those Tackett brothers are clean too.
Yeah, they're probably clean, but I'd say definitely the cleanest athletes probably as a total load.
One second. Andre Galvo.
Yeah. That guy has to be.
I mean, he
fought at 170. I almost fought him in Strikeforce. Now he's just.
Yeah, he's a monster. Okay, how about this one here?
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, you can take the song Roxanne by the Police and replace it with Tracy Cortez. And under the fight lights, since she is super pretty, you don't have to fight under the lights. You don't have to fight under the lights, Tracy.
Oh, that was a joke. So that was just a joke. I just think the whole point of that was just to say that, like, women, I don't personally like seeing women punched in the face. And so I just thought that would be like a funny little thing to say.
And that was at 7:27 a.m. Was that after you just wake up and have a coffee, or what are you doing here?
It was last night.
Oh, okay, so this text came in at 7:27 a.m. Okay, good.
Oh, yeah. No, I just, that was at like 8 or 9 last night. I texted that, and I just thought that was like a funny little thing to say.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. So have you been talking to any females lately?
No, I mean, I've mostly just been busy training. Last night I popped my knee and I just got an x-ray done on it. So I'm waiting to see what it is, but I'm walking around with the walker fine pretty much.
You got to send me a video or a picture of you with it.
Okay, yeah. I used to have a knee brace on there, but yeah, I've mostly been focused on trying to actually get down to Vegas for American Nationals.
Yeah, in the gi, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, Alan, Ryan, good talking to you, brother. Can't wait for you to come on the show live. Everyone loves you. I'll talk to you soon, okay, brother?
Take it easy, brother.
All right, love you, brother.
Bye.
That's Ryan Allen. He's a great
How long
guy.
have you known him for?
I've known him for probably 6 years now.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
a
where'd you meet
crazy,
him at? That
funny
guy's
motherfucker.
I wanted to laugh out loud. In quite a bit of those.
He's funny.
He's fuck yeah. It seems like. Does he know he's being funny or no?
He's got a sense of humor.
That's cool.
That.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Does he own a gym or something like that?
No. He's just he's a purple belt under Taquino.
Oh, okay.
And he's fucking good at jiu-jitsu. He's a
Is he?
Berimbolo machine. All right, let's hit some of these questions here on YouTube. Gym etiquette and classic gym music. This one guy, this big, huge guy came in, and I was getting a bunch of shit for it on my Snapchat. But the angle, this big, huge dude, looked like a D lineman, came in and said, hey, I want to spar your best guy. I'm like, hey, I mean, sign the waiver, maybe, but probably not. You're too huge.
When?
2 Saturdays ago.
Oh,
and he started coaching all the guys. And you can tell he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And I'm like, hey, no, coaching. And I have a big Dylan, middleweight. And I was like, all right, let's strap up then. Put some shin guards on him, some puffy gloves on him, put him in for a round. And Dylan tuned him up. Dylan took him down. And it looked like from the angle, from the camera I was taking, like he was bouncing his head off the canvas. But he wasn't. A lot of those punches were missing and hitting the thing. But he busted him up a little bit. The guy got cut, and he was just really tired, and it just opened his eyes like, oh, fuck.
That's
this isn't what I
to
thought.
do that. That's good to do that, people. For sure. They get a like a wake-up call, and they have a completely different fucking view. I thought on what would happen if they fight a trained fighter.
It's a good lesson
do that for sure.
Especially if they've never been beat up in your life. You don't know.
No, if somebody hasn't been beat up and they were like a tough guy in high school, they have a fucking ridiculous view of themselves and what they're actually capable of, honestly, which could be dangerous for sure.
It's so funny because there's even this kind of older guy, this fat older guy who comes in here, and I'm like, I was just kind of joking around with him, squaring up with him. He's like, don't piss me off. I'm like, you'll gas out. He's like, depends. Maybe I won't.
Maybe I will. He said, oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's funny.
For a couple of days, you're going to have a dust up right in the middle of the gym for everyone.
It's so funny, though, with street fights. That's the last thing people take into account. I'm going to get tired. Unless you've been in a lot.
Absolutely.
Unless you've been in a lot.
Sure. Yeah, most fights don't even last long enough where they do get tired, you know? I mean, most people haven't fought as much as to even, fought, honestly, like where they fight to the point where they get tired. Most people, haven't fought more than how many fights do you think the average person have had? Like the average street fights?
Probably 0.
Really? You think so?
Probably 0.
How many fights have you guys had? 2? How about you? Before you started fighting, how many did you have?
I had a lot of street fights.
Maybe more than. This is we're all into it, but I bet most people don't like mess around with that shit. How many have you ever had a guy like pull over on the side of the road and he's actually squared up and you guys have went knuckle to knuckle?
Oh God, more times I can count.
And the guys that are bigger than you probably.
Yeah,
because guys are smaller than you fucking wilt away.
Yeah, well, usually if they're not bigger than me or muscular, so I won't even get out. I mean, I might slap them, but to square up with somebody, they have to be something kind of respectable. But on many times, yeah. Oh. I'd be lying if I said I haven't went out and looked for it. Yeah, I do everywhere.
Well, you're pissed off at Lisa.
I heard you talk about that on the podcast before, Tim, like a year ago. What made you stop doing that? You were road raging and shit. I
still don't road rage, but I think it's comical how fucking bent out of shape someone can get their emotions over one little thing. But then I also remind myself, I'm like, dude, their life probably sucks at home. They're probably stressed. Who knows what happened?
You've had road rage?
Yeah, I'm always just like...
Not more than like, hey, fuck you. I tear your own fucking mirror off, road rage.
Never.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
I can see you do that. Your fucking eyes wandering and you're fucking losing control.
Lisa has a video of her behind me, and I'm so angry. She sees me tearing my fucking...
I've seen you have it before, too, when we were driving back to your house, and you're like, you squeeze your steering wheel and punch your steering wheel.
That is it. This is all when I was using. I can't, because I used to have a really bad anger problem, and I don't...
You don't have buck ups like that?
No,
anymore?
no, I don't.
Throwing yourself around.
Sometimes
like, holy shit. It was scaring me though.
Really?
Even.
Yeah, it's. I used to get angry. Why not? Yeah, it's terrible. Fucking, you embarrassed me for the last time.
Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go. Would long runs or sprints be more beneficial for combat sports, or any other preferred way to get cardio in, like the assault bike? I mean, dude.
I think both's important.
Yeah, I think you benefit from both. Though that's why Brandon has, anytime competing or Sean's competing, at least right now he's been doing a lot more of it. At least 2 times a week, 40 to 50 minute zone 2 cardio, where your heart rate's sitting at 130 and 140 for almost a full hour.
That's great.
So you just get your heart in that baseline shape.
Yeah.
Always have it in that baseline shape. And then sometimes sprints. But people always want to talk about like getting in shape for jiu-jitsu or wrestling. What do I need to do? It's like, dude, just do more jiu-jitsu.
yeah. For
Fucking
sure.
do more jiu-jitsu and learn the positions better and learn what positions you can kind of rest in.
Fuck yeah. You know yourself. You know your game that well. You should get to know it like that. Do you remember the hill out in front of my house?
Yes.
Fucking, I searched. Well, I used to, like, for a hill like that. It's fucking, you can't find one. Honestly, that hill is the perfect distance, the perfect incline is fucking great.
Just duck foot.
Yeah, I would drive back over there and use it. after I left.
Are you duck footed? Your toes point
Fuck
out or
yeah,
in?
dude. There's a video in the WC me picking somebody up. My toes pointed straight out. Picking somebody that's embarrassing.
What's your dream fight for Sean? And do you ever see a scenario where a fight with Max Holloway can happen?
Nice.
I mean, for sure. Max
That'd be
Holloway,
fun.
couple fights down the road. Who knows? 145 kickboxing match.
Fuck. God, that'd be fun.
It'd be sweet.
That would be good.
It would be sweet. You'd have to bring your A game against fucking Max. Oh, goddamn. And what's another dream fight? Any of these fights, dude. This Merab fight is such a sweet fight, just because he's such a powerful,
What's the date?
strong wrestler that's gonna come forward and not gonna stop coming forward, and he's gonna take chances.
Fuck yeah, that kid's some machine.
This is a dream fight. This is a sweet fight to get prepared for. So I'm excited for this one.
How long do you guys have? Like, what's the date
nothing
fight?
got
Oh, it's not signed yet.
announced yet. Another one, a scary one, Ilya Topuria. Fucking, that dude is scary. That dude, if you have a bad night against him, you're gonna be fucking looking.
There's
at
a lot of cool fights for Sean.
Yeah.
A lot.
Here we go. What are your usually daily routines when it comes to supplements and diet? I don't really take that many supplements. I take some vitamin C sometimes, but I do eat a lot of really good, high quality, nutritious foods. Like
do you put protein in the supplements? Do you put your protein your protein replacement that you would have?
I usually do two protein.
So you don't
shakes.
add protein to extra supplements. You don't count that as what I'm saying. You don't count protein to supplements.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do.
Do you do just a couple protein shakes a day?
I'm trying to. I need to eat more protein. I fucking don't eat enough.
So your muscles and just wear away. I find myself way less snacky if I have a steak, maybe have some cottage cheese, and just have high protein meals. And if I'm snacky, eat some beef jerky. And if I keep my protein high, I find myself way less snacky for chips
No shit.
and bread and all that shit.
Even at night?
Even at night.
No shit. That's my biggest problem.
You like to just munch it out.
Yeah,
all
just
night.
dip my tits in some fucking food at night.
Well, because you've been doing those edibles and doing your little smoke device I gave you.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Getting so stoned, everybody's fucking wondering what I'm doing.
But it makes you look at your TikToks in a different way, doesn't it?
Fuck, in a beneficial way. I'm
Yes.
putting it in here.
It does make you nicer, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, for sure. My patience isn't just wearing thin all the time, because I don't like this. This is a treat doing it during the day, not a treat, but yeah, I do nothing productive when I'm stoned, so it's
And you
not.
do when you're not.
Yeah, yeah, fucking. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, but so this morning I went to the lab. Like I was holding for some guys on. But if I would have got like, for a couple weeks I was getting high in the morning. I was what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah,
it was.
That's not good.
No, fuck. I wouldn't have went. And it made me. I would sit out in the parking lot going up, turning people in there, going home. Just horrible anxiety over fucking. I have horrible.
Because how many dogs do you have right now?
Dogs 5.
5. So then you get high and it makes you love on your dogs more.
Oh, I always love my dogs. My dogs is shit.
Yeah, same with me. But other than that, like I said, yeah, I'm doing I do eggs. On Sunday, I get my eggs, and now I'm going to get my chickens, and they're going to be laying
God, is that a lot of work for those bastards?
We're going to find out. I got my coop Coop delivered. Mariah committed. I said, I'll get the nice Coop. We'll get the nice
She's
chickens.
gonna be
You'll
doing
take
it?
care of him. Yeah, and she will. She goes out there and take care of her horses every day anyway.
Oh, I see. She's used to that shit, huh?
Yeah, but I get those 6, and I hope they're nice. I'm worried about my cat.
You getting a
My
rooster or
cat
no?
can fight. She was trained to fight.
Really? Does your cat fuck your dogs up?
No, they're a little too bigger. She's still a kitten, but she
Oh.
got in a battle last night with the 2 labs next door. They have a bunch of junk in their yard, and she's on top of it. And those 2 labs are barking at her, and she's fucking
Slap the
scrapping
fuck
with them.
out. Just slice the
Brian's like, I
beaks up.
thought she was gonna die for sure, and then she sprinted over, got over. But I'm hoping that she doesn't fuck with my chickens. But they're grown chickens, so maybe they'll be a little bigger. I don't think my poodles will fuck with them. But having 6 fresh eggs a day, and then be able to feed those chickens all our leftovers and stuff.
Is that what you feed them?
Yeah, all
Okay.
leftovers.
I didn't know that.
So that's pretty cool. I'm fucking pumped.
So you don't have
I
to
hope
get,
they're nice.
You don't have
though.
to get
Piss me off.
extra chicken feed or anything like that. They actually eat what your leftovers.
All the leftovers. It can
Really?
be fruit. It can be leftover fats. It can be leftover just like.
I got a chicken. And I'm not proud of this. I got a chicken. Really, I tried to have cockfights when I was in high school.
Really?
More goes into what you think. You have to actually, I mean, I didn't have it with the talons on there, but they didn't fight. I felt bad for it, and then
And you brought your chicken, and it just wasn't a fighter.
well, yeah, like we were shooting up a steroids. Fuck, I'm embarrassed to even say this.
Just say it. It's fine.
Yeah, isn't it? It's fine. It's
You shoot them up with steroids and they get jacked.
no.
mean?
This was like within a week. I mean, I had no idea about steroids. I jacked. There was this like some steroids that these guys got from Mexico that were just
And they said, soup this puppy up.
yeah. So we tried to get them to fight, and then I was trying to learn how, because you have to like to bring them together, and then they get on the ground, they jump at each other. But this motherfucker wouldn't fight for shit, man. He wouldn't. None of them would. So I got him really drunk. I felt booze down his throat. Yeah, fucking asshole.
That didn't work.
No, because again, I tried to get it. Maybe if I got him drunk and make him want to fight. But yeah, I felt fucking terrible.
And you're a teenager at this time.
Yeah. I was 16. I mean, poor bastard. But he got way drunker than I anticipated. I took him, so I nursed him back to health for the fucking week. That poor bastard about killed him. That'd have been terrible.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird shit goes on in Phoenix. Being raised here, I can't even imagine being raised.
What do you think? You think
like,
it's bad to be? Is anybody else from Phoenix besides me? You are? Okay.
But he moved. He wasn't born and raised like you.
I was.
Were you?
Yep.
And
I
then
was
you
born in
moved
Mesa.
when?
Mesa's different.
moved
Different breed, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's not Phoenix.
No, I mean
Suburbs.
it's all suburbs of Phoenix, but yeah, I mean there's something in the air out here. It's fucking it gets the bums a little more revved up. Things happen.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
start
no
fucking.
bums in Mesa.
Yeah, fucking you poke a bum, it's like fucking kicking a beehive, man.
This guy says, how do you know when to come back to training after an injury? What's your most severe injury you've had on? Anything bad or not too bad?
Not too bad. I think I had like a couple ankle sprains, but
How old are you now?
23.
23. And you did a good job at just taking your time before getting in the UFC, because now I believe your skills, I was telling Clayton's like that too. His skills are so high, your skills are so high that you can go in the UFC planning on him winning the fucking title. I'm going to just hang around and hopefully I can get good fights so I can stay in the UFC. Like, your skills are that high and you're that flashy of a kid. So you're the type of kid who's going to make some serious cheddar.
He's got
Yes,
his ceiling is fucking endless. I mean, this kid is fucking.
How do you spell your name so people can watch your highlights?
It's A-N. My first name is Ang.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah, we call it.
No, you guys call me On, but
Yeah.
the right way
A-N.
is Ang.
Okay. And.
Yeah.
Yeah, then because there's
Or
there's
Ain.
three.
It's Ang.
Yeah,
It's like, you ever
With a
watch
G?
the Avatar? Yeah. Ang.
an avatar. Who the fuck's Aang?
It's like he's like the airbender guy. He like studied the fire, water, and all that
And
shit.
then last name?
Last name is Ho, H-O.
Ain Ho.
Ang Ho.
Is
That's
that
the
what your
full name?
Your profile's
No,
under?
that's like the English way to say it. Like, where I'm
But
from,
you say it. How did
see,
where you-
my actual name is Ho Tung Ang, but that's how from like my country they pronounce the last name.
where
first.
is are you? You're from here, or is you're from here, right?
No, I was born in Vietnam, but I grew up here.
Yeah. How old were you when you came here?
10.
10. Oh, so no kidding. So you remember quite a bit back from where you were born.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What's your Instagram so people can check out your highlights?
It's Antoine Ho MMA.
He's got the fucking highlight of the year on there when he kicks that dude in the fucking beak.
Antoine Ho,
Yeah, MMA.
MMA.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, some fucking sick highlights, bro. At 125, you're going to bring some excitement to that division. Looking forward to you climbing because now you got your Contender Series fight. You were running through everyone in the LFA, KOing them with clean shots, and now you got Contender Series fight. What's the date of it?
It's August 13th.
Fuck yeah.
He fucking cracks too. Like I was holding from this morning, he fucking cracks.
He knows how to crack. So who you fighting?
I'm fighting this kid, Loner Kavanaugh. He's kind of like me. Flashy striking. I feel like he's a little bit more predictable though.
He can do everything from orthodox just as good southpaw. It's nuts.
Well, especially when how young you are and you're KOing people flat, that gives you a certain level of confidence, dude. Like once I find this guy's chin, I'm gonna fucking end him. There's so many big people who are good strikers who've never KO'd someone, and they don't believe in it.
When you have that belief, you could be losing the fight and there be a minute left. You know, as long as you have a chance where if you touch the chin, it's over. There's nothing like having a feeling like that. Knowing you're gonna knock him out.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And then, did you watch Tyson Fury Usyk?
Dude, I didn't. Again, I tried to peck at it the next day. I saw highlights. I mean, it was a fucking great fight, huh?
Yeah, Tyson Fury lost. That Usyk guy's fucking good, dude. You
Dude,
should watch some of his highlights. Southpaw.
I have. I've known Usyk for a long time. There's no big fights down there for him. He had to go to heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's
only 6'3". Fury's 6'9".
He's 6'3".
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's 230 is average heavyweight, I guess. But it was because Usyk hurt him, then Tyson hurt Usyk, right? And then he got finished. Is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
What round did he go?
It went to decision.
No, but what rounds were they hurt in? Do you remember that?
Ninth.
The ninth?
Tyson Fury.
Was it close?
I mean, Tyson Fury vows he would have chased that Usyk knockout if he knew he was down. So I guess his corner made him think he was down.
Yeah, it's so weird with fighting. I mean, that would change so much if they knew.
Do you think that they should do that? Do you think they should change
yeah,
so
dude.
do I. That fucking I mean, in BKFC, they fucking the BKFC, they tell you after every fucking round what the score was the score previously.
Well, it just sucks when you're fighting for show and win.
You're
like your family's money on the line. It's like,
absolutely.
I'm either going to make whatever it is, 40, 50, 50. I can do a lot with that extra 50K,
absolutely.
And I don't know if I'm winning.
And yeah, if you know you're losing, and then you'll do everything to try to get that win. And fucking, you know, that's not good at all.
All right, we'll run through this one real quick. Have any go-to gym workouts to build solid athletic size as a mature? Explosive. Let Brandon Harris know. God, this is hard. This is hard, dude. It's hard to give advice on that kind of shit. I don't know how skinny you are. I don't know how your back's fucked up. I don't know about anything. I would recommend going to an actual trainer and let them give you a rundown and tell them your goals. No, I don't know enough shit about that. Why Sono over Schmidt for the assistant job, and what are Schmidt's thoughts about that? Sono is Sean's assistant. Schmidt works for me. He's my employee, so that works out. It works out good. I think if roles reversed, it wouldn't work out as good. It's working out good.
Why is that?
Right now, just because.
You guys get along different?
Yeah, it's just different. It's both good. Okay, how about this one? How do you guide the new students who enter your beginner MMA program? What do you have them do? I mean, you got to learn the basics. You got to learn what a good stance is. You got to learn how to throw a good jab, and you got to learn how to throw a good right hand and a good left hook, and how to keep your hands up, be on the balls of your feet. When you're moving left, how to move your feet. When you're moving right, just learn the absolute basics before you come in there. I mean, when you come in there, usually. Hygiene products. You guys like, since you're pretty health conscious, soap, deodorant, shampoo. What do you use, Joe?
Whatever my wife gives me.
Just have it in there. You wipe
suave.
It on you.
Yeah, I just fucking. It's very basic.
How do you stay away from ringworm?
I just used. I think it's called like Dr. something.
Dr. Squatch.
Something like that. Yeah,
that might be it. I've been using some defense soap. I like that shit. And I try to clean the mats here with defense soap. It's fucking expensive, but it's worth it having a clean dojo.
You remember the foam that you used to rub on yourself before? What the fuck was it called? Ken Shield. That's what it was called.
I do remember that.
And in Great Falls, the Heisey, the gym first I went to, like it was like a church. There was like 15 cases of that in the back, and I took it with me and fucking never use it and just sat there. I remember just using that shit. So you rub it on your skin before practice, and it protects you from ringworm or impetigo or anything like that.
Shit.
Ken Shield.
Yeah, we had that in high school. That's not a bad idea. I should get some of that shit. What's your favorite day of the week? Fuck, all my days, I'm proud of it, and I'm proud I set my life up this way. That should be everyone's fucking goal. All my days, I wake up and I'm pumped to get going. I'm pumped for my morning routine.
There's never a day that you're like, fucking.
That I'm dreading, not one.
Oh, fucking.
And I think that should be everyone's fucking goal.
If you want to get the closest you can, I've never, I mean, there's nothing that you, like if you have a bad day the previous day, just nothing is going right. Like people at the gym are shitting on you, Mariah, you wake up the next morning.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
Not like every Tuesday you're going, fucking, tomorrow's Wednesday, just something happens. I mean, I
remember growing up being so religious and being like, not being able to do sports in high school, not being able to hang out with worldly kids, having to always go to the church 3 times a week, probably 2 hours a week. Some days on Saturdays where you got to go door to door. I remember just fucking dreading waking up. Like, God.
How old were you?
7th grade. 7th grade. Right when you're starting to get horned up for puss, hoping a girl from your school doesn't answer the door, and I'm sitting
did
there
that happen?
Spreading the good word to her.
Oh my God! Hey, did that happen?
No,
opens
thankfully.
the door.
My brother had to go through high school.
Fucking life.
Missed out on sports.
Puss, no way.
No puss, no puss. I heard him talking to a girl on the phone. It was back in the day when
you rat him out.
Yeah, and I told him. I told him told my mom in the name of God.
He's fucking her mom. Oh man,
yeah.
That's crazy. They have your fucking just mind warped. Like so, I don't know the I don't know the ins and outs of the Jehovah's Witness religion. What is it? It's pretty much like Christianity, but different rules.
Not a ton of different rules. There's 144,000 pre-chosen to go to heaven when the world ends.
Okay, so that
and then the rest go to paradise. What?
Aren't the churches? They have small windows so people can't get in.
No, they're pretty open to.
Really? People. Okay, that was something I heard. That was the churches were like that, but
no,
only 144,000
go to heaven, and then the rest, the God's going to decide whether they go to a paradise. And the earth's going to be turned into a paradise.
So what the hell is fucking alike about it?
What do you mean?
You
don't want to go to paradise when you die?
No, but you go to heaven and you go to hell.
No, heaven is up there, so he helps God and the rest of the angels run everything.
So then that part, but they believe in Jesus and all, and
yeah.
So, and then but birthdays and Christmases, like they don't like certain holidays.
Yeah,
they don't,
which are made up holidays, but
well, for sure, absolutely. But if you're the only one not being allowed to do shit, that would, especially for a kid, that'd be fucking hard.
Supposed to sit down during the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'm sitting there.
Everybody calling Kaepernick, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay. Rank the importance of each MMA skill, and in your opinion, was the best base to start your MMA career? Dude, that's another one that's different for everyone.
Fuck yeah.
Some people start as wrestlers, and I think that's a great base, but some people
different
start
times.
As strikers. Sometimes you start as a wrestler, you never end up finding your range on your feet. You're just so close to being close and shooting off the tie-ups when you're a wrestler.
Most long-time wrestlers never find the range.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's crazy to say that. Yeah, fuck, it took me years and years and years. Yeah, I just fucking either in, out, fucking headbutted or not. I mean, yeah, I never found that line I can just poke from, you know?
Yeah, everyone's athleticism so different. Their eyes are so different. So the importance of each MMA skill, they're all pretty equally as important, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you can't wrestle and grapple, you're fucked regardless.
Fucking, if you can hold on to one thing, you know, what would it be, wrestling or jiu-jitsu?
Probably jiu-jitsu.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
Probably. Have you ever had to pull a fighter from a bout during a bad weight cut? I mean, I went through some bad weight cuts with Joe and even Jamie Varner, but probably some of the worst with Joe where it's like, well, there's a good chance he's dying in this next hour.
Yeah,
and we're going to still try to pull it out of him.
I'm probably a bad person to say if they should keep going or not, because I've always kept going.
Yeah.
Probably I shouldn't have.
Are you cornering Tommy in his Dana White Contender Series fight? You know, Tommy got in the Contender.
Amari just told me this morning.
Fuck yeah,
that's crazy. Well, I didn't know they were looking for 145s. They're just looking for 125. I didn't even know. Like I was telling Amari this morning. I didn't know they had that many fights.
Oh yeah, they have each week. But Tommy got a good match too. He's fighting this kid who's a stud. The kid's 22 years old, 5'5", 11-0.
Oh shit!
World champion jiu-jitsu at brown belt, and he's solid on his feet. But like I said, Tommy's
no wrestling. He
can wrestle. He was a good wrestler.
No, I know.
Double legs.
I talking about Tommy, the other guy.
The other guy.
Tommy
wrestle? Can wrestle like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he was a 3-timer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's a good match for Tom. Tom's big. He's tall. He can
huge.
wrestle like a motherfucker. And his gas tank will go all day.
That's what sets him apart. I wanted to get Amari on the August one. Do you think what are the weights? Are they all done with 145?
Shit.
Probably.
I think they're still doing matches, bro. So just you gotta send him an email.
Yeah.
What's a typical fighter's diet consist of through training camp? Again, that's different for everyone. Some people do it on their own. Some people hire nutritionists. Different for everyone, for sure. What is the best ideal version of Schmidt if you could create an ideal life for him to be healthy and most successful?
Is he a pet?
I don't know.
What's the deal fucking weight and height for Schmidt? That's good.
What is the ideal best version of Schmidt? I mean, Schmidt needs to grind, keep grinding. Hopefully one day his dream is to be able to do content for a living. If he keeps up with it, hopefully one day he'll be able to. But if it came now and he got famous and money right now, it would not be good.
Some people just can't handle that shit.
Do you think Conor can come back and KO Chandler, fight again same year?
I fucking hope so.
It's fucking possible.
I think it'd be fucking cool as fuck.
That Conor, did you hear that come out, Garrett, of his interview, and he was talking about Suge and stuff?
Did he take back what he said?
Yeah. Do you have the quote on there? You could read it if you want. I sent it to you.
Okay.
It's like 4 down.
He says, I'm calling out Sean for his issue. You know, I like Sean O'Malley. I do actually like Sean McGregor said. I just seen the disrespect of Garcia coming in overweight, then testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs. It just reminded me of a situation with Sean, and he kind of got caught in the crosshairs. But I do like Sean. I had spoken to Sean at a football stadium. I think I was in California where he continued. It is what it is. O'Malley has been nice to me. I know I motivated him to probably take up this career as I've done for many people. So, we'll figure it out. And then he said, take the gloves off. We'll fight with fists or something.
He's talking about Sean?
Probably. He's just going fucking.
Dude, if I just completely fucking didn't follow that, I thought it was a nice thing, and then it
ends with that, yeah. How to know if you're training at a legit gym?
Just fucking talk to people, find out. I mean, if you don't know, then you don't know. I mean, if you're not good enough or not experienced enough to know, then talk to people, I guess.
I mean, also, is your goal just go in there and hang out with the people and get good at the martial art? Sure. So if that's the case, just if the vibe's good, then just enjoy training.
Yeah, if you don't want to fight or really compete at a high level with jiu-jitsu and it's fun, it's accomplishing what you want. Yeah, fucking who gives a fuck?
Currently training under Bernardo Farias in Boston. No, Bernardo Faria, the half guard guy. If you're training with him, he's fucking good. So you're training at a good gym. What are some of your go-to texting Riz lines? I don't really text. But you know what makes it easy with that kind of shit is emojis.
Emojis?
You ever used one?
No, yeah, I have.
I never see them when you're texting me.
No, I never. I mean, the eggplant gets drug out quite often.
The eggplant?
The eggplant do the fucking little trickle signs. Yeah.
Okay. Timbo, I've been with my high school sweetheart for 8 years now. We love each other deeply. We have great, passionate sex. And she's the most loyal to the bone person I've ever known. My issue with her is that if my buddies ask me to go out and do something regardless of what it is, if she's not invited, she'll emotionally and physically shit down on me and barely talk to me for a couple days. She's done this since we've been together. How do I go about getting her to not do this?
That's a humdinger right there. That's a shitty. I mean, you got a perfect person in every other way, but then that's a shitty. I've seen that quite a bit.
I mean, you gotta explain to her, like, how much does she really love you? If you want to go out and have a good time with the fellas,
man. That's a good point.
The humor between a group of guys and then with your girl,
it can't be manufactured for sure. It's not the same.
So if you really love your partner, it's like, hey, like, go have fun with your boys and come back. It's just, and for her, it's only gonna make. I mean, it's only going to make you love her more.
Well, dude,
when she says, hey, have your freedom, come back, I'll be here.
That. Imagine if she goes, yeah, go out with your friends, have fun, and then I'll be here when you get back. You look great, by the way. You'd be fucking come back, pump her, you know what I mean? It would be great. You'd
be so thankful how cool she is.
Fuck yeah, instead of just getting your hair beat off every time.
But I have seen that with girls where they're so insecure, they don't want their significant other to have fun with anyone but them.
Fuck yeah. I mean, if it's fixable, I mean, you could talk to her about it, but yeah, if you've been with her for 8 years, I doubt it. I doubt this is the first time if he brought it up that she'd be fucking taken back by it. So, yeah. I mean,
if you use your words the right way and explain to her, like, hey, it's okay.
Communication is the most important part of any relationship, you know? I mean,
or just get fuming, get pissed
just
off,
slap
start
the
throwing
fuck-
shit out.
Just wail on her, then she'll really understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? No, fucking just Sono called me. He's like, I just was watching Sean's stream and the sheriff literally just showed up and made him put his hands up. I was like, oh God. But I figured, because I've heard about that kind of shit in the past with streamers. But yeah, someone called him and said both his parents are dead in his house, and the SWAT, all ARs pointed at his house.
That
rolled up to his
SWAT him
house.
of these fucking dude. What the people's been died like that, dude.
That's what I said. One wrong move, he comes out with his phone.
Absolutely, 100%. And sadly, the police will be justified. I mean, you don't know what the fuck people are going to do. They just want to go home to their families. That's terrible. Was it?
He said
he
stayed pretty calm, just listened, put his hands up, went out there.
How many cops?
They did a search of the house. They broke his front camera.
Just
in case there's an active shooter inside.
Yeah. That's cool of Sean to have a level head and be understanding, because I'd be fucking losing it. Did they find out who did that?
I don't think they did.
No, there's not.
Like if you call 911 anonymous and say that, there's no way to track it.
Because it could be someone out of state, right? Like the law. Oh, I think because what could have happened. I think at least 5 years.
It's got to be heavy like that. Like you get caught doing that 5 years because.
What if Sean? Honestly, what if Sean died? What if he? Because then
literally got some bullets put in him. And we're just talking about it now.
Imagine how crazy. Just something slightly different would have happened. That 100% could be.
I wonder if that happened, if they would find the guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's happened before, and they have. The FBI comes in, they just actually put a lot more money into the
search
investigation. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's fucking scary. That's crazy.
Yeah. How long did it take them to kind of calm down, know what the situation actually was?
Ask him. Uh-huh.
Were they roughing him up at all? Well, yeah, Sean's dad's a cop, so he's fucking got a good take on all that stuff too. Who was? Sean wasn't. Was he really?
I mean,
was he freaked out?
That's a good place to go in an intense situation.
For sure. Have you spoke to him?
Yeah.
Was he worried? Was he pissed?
He was like, I just went numb and just listened to him. Just
good for him, man.
Put your hands up, fucking. Okay, as a coach of a mentally strong champion, what are some tidbits as a coach that you think help mold a confident young mind? Got a promotion where I've got coaches under me, and I plan on giving them the tools to be successful and confident in their abilities. Would love your outlook if you had time. Dude, these athletes get confidence from what they do, from tournaments they do, from fights they get in, and then going through these hard experiences and coming out the other end. And you get confidence from that. Your coach could be the best coach in the fucking world. It doesn't matter. You're not going to go out there and.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, you got to build the confidence through experience.
Yeah, just like a lot of things, like, you can build that to a certain extent, but tough. You get a mentally strong guy. They're born like that. Not born like that. Whatever the situations in life have made them like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like Sean's a very mentally tough person. I mean, he's had a pretty good life. I mean, it's something he was born with, or just kind of coped with. Got when he was growing up.
Yeah.
Some people, and so again, the other people, how they were raised. If they were just raised like a lot of this generation nowadays, there's gonna be no fucking people that are mentally tough.
And if you're not born that way though, you can build it.
You can, no, for sure. I mean, you can build it to a certain extent. It's always a lot better, a lot easier if you're born like that or have situations. Yeah. So like every fighter has, they come from a shitty background. Mm-hmm. Most of them, if you don't have a strong mind, you can't really be in the sport.
There's so many good books out there, though. There's so many good books out there from great coaches. They talk about different things.
That cover that?
Cover that kind of stuff. Fuck. If you're on Patreon, you'd have to message me and I'll send you a couple there. How do you know if you're training? We already did that one. Oh, yeah, texting Riz lines. You got much texting Riz? What do you send? Like, hey, how's it going?
I just get straight to it. I'm like, any plans this weekend? But in person, I'm just like, What's up, baby? You're cute as fuck. What's your name?
So is it in person? You can say that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, dude. I find it more easier being more direct. Like when I'm in, like, I'll go to Costa, which is like a nightclub for like college students, and you see all these fucking guys just standing around like doing shit and listening to music, and I'm like, bro, I'm here to get some puss. I'm not here to listen to no music.
Yeah, that's, dude. If people have enough nuts just to go up and take a chance, I fucking, and I don't have that chance. I don't have those nuts to do that, but usually good things will happen.
Yeah, especially when you're in the club. I mean, come on, get a couple shots in them. They're in their sexy dresses. You never know.
Short time, you're at home pounding on them.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say this morning? Fucking break her back, they said. Yeah. That's funny.
How come Nina Drama interviews everyone except Sean? Did you guys piss her off mentioning the video of her? No, I mean, I think she wanted to interview him a couple times.
Ooh.
He's just been so busy. I know for these last couple title fights, it's like, dude, the amount of media he has to do.
Who?
She's a
What's her name?
Nina.
Oh,
Nina
yeah,
Drama.
yeah, that girl.
She's pretty good. I mean, she's pretty good. And yeah, Sean's usually just too fucking busy.
She started piggybacking off Sean Strickland a lot, didn't she?
I think, I mean, yeah, she got her kind of build.
Yeah, because I watching something with Sean and her, and it was he's kind of wild anyways. But then she started just going back to the well with that. Does she have an agreement with the UFC with she's allowed back to do all that stuff?
Yeah, she's during the media days, she's usually back there doing interviews too.
Nice.
What kind of crazed publicity stunt will Schmitty have to attempt to become famous? We were talking about that too. Sean's wanting to do some sort of type of reality show, and I'm like, dude, Schmitty, this is not going to be like you think it is. You think these producers aren't going to instigate you and purposely try to make you fucking freak out? You should have seen what they did to Joe when we were on our show. We had him literally bucking around, throwing shit around, yelling at the ceiling.
My prostate pills were taken. That was fucking. That was
your
okay.
mouthpiece too.
Yeah, and then mouthpiece.
You folded some toilet paper up into your gums.
I just go ahead and bust them out. Yeah, it's fucking. It was that fucking. What was that one guy's name? Joe Warren.
Yeah,
is that little bastard? Yeah.
Yeah, you think he stole it? I think.
He
one of the producers did.
He told me he did. I think they told him to do it.
And he went right next to our beds and grabbed your mouthpiece.
Yeah,
took a piss on it.
Dick my pillow. Fucking that son of a bitch.
Most unlikable celebrity you have met. Yeah. Just think about that for
Kevin
a second.
Spacey, his name.
And he was a dick.
Piece of shit. And fucking what's his name?
You never know what they're going through though. If you have 50 people coming up, let me get a photo. Let me get a photo.
But when you see them, it's not in a situation like that. What's fucking?
Did he just look down on you like you're just?
He would just fuck. And again, not for me. It was this guy Tiki. You know Tiki.
Yeah.
So Tiki was talking to him, and he was just like act like he was just complete. Yeah. And then what's the other guy? He was Turkish and fucking snatched Jason Statham. So I think I've told you about this. Jason Statham was coming downstairs. He was before fights meeting people. This is like in 2004. And Trevor Lawley from Arizona Combat Sports. It was my debut. And Trevor asked him if he could have a picture with him, and he's like, it's Turkish from Snatch, and then he took a picture with him, like put his hand on his shoulder, and he's like, get the fuck off me, don't touch me, like just blew the fuck up. I was like, wow. So I mean, that's just a fucking shitty thing to do.
Yeah, all the celebs. I mean, I've just had little interactions with them, and they're always nice. Never one that was like a douche.
No, but just pieces of shit. Period. I don't want to give somebody a reason to like. I've seen too many times people blow up like, leave me alone. Like I couldn't take that. Fuck, that would hurt my feelings too bad.
Yeah, but then you see where they're coming from a little bit. They can't even be fucking treated as normal. People just want pictures just because, like, just to show their friends. They don't even want to say hi or have a normal interaction.
Well, for sure. I mean, I put myself in the small times I've been in the positions like that have annoyed the fuck out of me. I mean, I couldn't imagine being like that.
But yes,
that's nuts.
Star. Other than that, what do we have for time, Garrett?
People don't know that Chael boxed for a while.
That's the thing. I mean, I was going to say that. He's boxed with this coach named Clayton Hires, and this coach, Clayton, is very good. He's had some big boxing matches himself. He's a smaller little black guy. He's fast. He's got rhythm, and he's been Chael's coach for a long time.
How long?
I think the fight might be, but I don't know. You're dealing with Anderson Silva. Anderson's fucking good too, but Chael has his hands up, southpaw. This is going to be a more competitive fight than people think.
For sure.
I think
so too. I think 100%. I mean, in the fight, I mean, when in the first fight he dropped him a couple times, but that's because he was afraid of the takedown and whatnot. But this is just purely a boxing match.
I'm curious how much Chael's been doing boxing, like, because he looks stout. He looks
He
big.
does. He looks
When
like
you're
he's holding a lot of
grappling
weight.
and you're lifting a lot, I mean, and then trying to get your arms in shape for boxing, Chael's gonna be able to do it. But
It's fun, yeah, but I mean, you don't live in the gym like you do. Fucking, that's for damn sure. Unless you own a gym, it's fucking. When you retire, that's why people get fat and all that shit, and it happens a lot.
I'm excited to watch that match. And then we got Darren Till versus Julio
Oh
Cesar
yeah,
Chavez
fuck yeah,
Jr.
that's gonna be fun
That's gonna be a more competitive fight than people think.
for sure. Fuck yeah. Who did Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. lose to last time he fought? Nice, fucking look at that.
Well, he's just one of those guys too. He's just like his dad. He probably grew up very, very wealthy. Get stoned.
Chavez?
Go to one workout a day.
His dad, well, you've seen his work ethic on the shows. Like he just,
Yeah.
I think that's funny. But
It's
his
funny.
dad, he wouldn't even let his dad in his corner forever because his dad was just a fucking wretched drunk.
Damn.
Yeah, he would just embarrass him. Which fucking, I know a thing or two about alcoholic father embarrassing me.
And I've been working on Andy. I called Andy yesterday, and he's just like,
Fuck,
he says he's gonna.
Yeah,
so
fuck it.
let's
I'm
hope.
glad it's on you now. Yeah, fucking my dad's just a drunk. I love my father, but he does have he likes to pop a cork.
Yeah.
He likes to drink.
Well, thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoy the pod, we have one confidential show, and we get juicy, and that show's with Schmitty, and he has some flare-ups sometimes, and that show's patreon.com/RedHawk Academy, and there's years of content up there, like almost 5-6 years of old content of just coming up, and if you really want to support, check that out. If not, hit that like and subscribe button. We're cruising, and then Snapchat at Tim Welch MT, and then Joe Riggs. Did you get yourself a
Not a single
Hotmail set
one.
up yet?
Nope. I'm just
Hit him
cruising.
up, Joe Riggs at
Yep.
Hotmail.
You can send me a letter. That's the way you can do it.
And then what was yours again?
It's Antoine Ho MMA.
Yep, just say that, and hopefully you can spell it out, and you'll get there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, see you guys next week. Love you. Bye-bye.